With all our hearts, we pray and ask. God bless Anambra. God bless the shining light that we bear. We're the only ones to make her brighter, the only ones to make her better, the only ones to make Anambra shine.
When Governor Willie Obiano took over the reins of leadership in Anambra State, he asked a rhetorical question. He asked, and I quote, "Ndi Anambra, where is the love that once led our people through the extreme adversities of war?" As it turned out, Governor Obiano has successfully recreated the social atmosphere that has instilled a greater sense of communal living and brotherhood in Anambra State. All around the state, there is a new social order and a sense of freedom among the residents that has not been seen in over 4 decades.
So security is a very important aspect in everything anybody does. And that's why we followed it headlong. Because we know that as soon as we can get it right, people's confidence will be restored to begin to visit and do social and business and what have you in the state. And that is exactly what happened. Within 3 months, we were able to deal decisively with issues of security. As you can see, that has brought wealth of activities into Anambra State.
From Onitsha to Nnewi and from Awka to Ekulobia, Ndi Anambra are beginning to regain their lost sense of community. The periodic homecoming by those who reside outside the state is becoming more frequent now. The famous Abga mantra of Onyayala Nwanneya has started to take firm roots in various communities, and there is a new sense of brotherhood that has ignited a revolution in the social circuit. Through ACTDA, the Obiano-led government has completed the aerial photography of Awka, providing a baseline and valuable GIS data to create a modern multi-precinct state capital.
Done the aerial mapping already, and with clear plans on where things will be, and by the time the 21 companies are fully settled, with their head offices at the state capital here, while they work at the factory areas, there'll be a lot of activities, and the GDP of the state will grow rapidly, and a lot of people will be employed.
Awka, the fastest emerging capital city in Nigeria, now has 3 glamorous bridges that has redefined and changed the skyline of the region. Street lights have been installed, further beautifying the streets and increasing security.
So I switched on the street light from Vinotel Hotel here, about 42 kilometers, to Bo, to Onitsha, to Headbridge. So from the time you come into Anambra from that Amansi Bridge, straight through the bridgehead in Onitsha, there'll be street light. So that will give you a wow effect.
Thanks to Governor Obiano's crackdown on crime and criminality in Anambra State, the residents of the state have finally joined the socio-cultural map of Nigeria, with high society weddings, beauty pageants, musical concerts, and Nigeria's first poetry festival, all happening in the state. The state has organized 2 Christmas carols at Opiweka, Onitsha, that were a huge open air of conviviality, with the governor himself leading the choral group in singing the hymns.
Anambra, so said I, whatever will be, will be. The future is bright, said I, so said I.
The evenings were wrapped up with incomparable spectacles of fireworks, heralding a season of uncommon unity, happiness, and joy in the state. Private individuals picked the theme from Governor Obiano and organized all sorts of creative events that brought friends and fun seekers from far and wide through and late into the night. Sharp-nosed corporate organizations sniffing out conducive locations endorsed the governor's new unfolding social environment of Anambra with the highly popular Glow Slide and Bounce show, followed by its Laughter Fest. In the hospitality sector, the older hoteliers in the state recount their unprofitable experiences in doing business before the advent of Governor Willie Obiano, the new sheriff in town.
Things were so bad because then security in this state and all kind of environments was very poor. So visitors don't normally come in to do business here. So averagely, we are not making anything from this business, which is hospitality. So whatever the governor took security as one of his major priorities, the town or the state is calm. The way people come into the state has increased our occupancy level. The social buy, as every hotelier smiles to the bank from time to time.
As a result of ridding the state of criminality, new and magnificent hotels with modern leisure and business facilities are springing up in every corner of the state, providing lodging for the growing influx of people, those coming for commercial and social activities, but more especially during the festive seasons.
The percentage of the people who are developing Lagos and Abuja are the Easterners. When the present governor took over, we started seeing some level of peace in the state. And you can't operate hospitality industry without the atmosphere being peaceful. People stay around where there is security, people stay around where there is peace. People want to relax and enjoy their money after the hustling and bustling of business life.
People comes in because of the security in Anambra State. Because when there's security, everybody would like to come back and see his family and go wherever he wants to go. Okay, but everybody was going freely, going to different places they want to go, and everything. So the security of the town was number one.
In line with Governor Obiano's 4C mantra, the Anambra State government has completed the structures of Agulu Lake Hotel and Resorts. It was pomp and pageantry when the entire state converged in Agulu, Anyosha local government area, to witness the official handover of the Agulu Lake Hotel to a world-class hospitality outfit on the foregrounds of the hotel.
And his imprimatur on the document handing over Agulu Lake Hotel.
The 100-room tourist showpiece nestles in the verdant green slope beside the famous Agulu Lake in Anyosha local government area and is expected to set the tone for the development of the site to a major tourism destination in the state and marks the entry of a major player into the tourism and hospitality industry of Nigeria.
Ladies and gentlemen, for obvious reasons, today is a very important day to my administration and to the Anambra. This ceremony we are performing here today marks the first formal entry by a multinational hotel management group into our beloved state. This is a clear proof that we have opened our doors wide and the world has noticed our effort to be part of this numerous success story. The ceremony also goes down in history as the formal opening of our tourism and hospitality sector with its many fantastic offerings to the world. Anambra is home to some of the unsung wonders of the world. We can only hope that with the entry of the Golden Tulip hotel chain, the world will finally discover our tourism treasures. Now let me quickly state that I've studied the terms of this agreement and I have no doubt Golden Tulip shall manage the hotel for a period of 10 years, which is renewable after 5 years. And for the avoidance of doubt, we have paid Golden Tulip 100% of the money required to fix this hotel. I want to repeat, we have paid Golden Tulip 100% of the money required to finish furnishing this hotel. And therefore we are going to hold them to their terms of delivering this hotel in less than 5 months from now.
Determined to change the shopping experience of Anambra, Governor Obiano has completed and commissioned the ultra-modern ShopRite shopping mall in Onitsha, providing a shopping experience for Anambra that they often seek in Lagos, Abuja, or outside the country.
I must mention that this project was started by my predecessor but completed by this administration. And on this note, I would like to formally to commemorate this day, and I'll do that in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Willie, before, ANAMBRA, Avatar, kidnappers, Avatar, Mandioshi, Mandiama, Imemobele, Zugodewe, Manakita, Willie and Ego also. Eribility, Batana, ANAMBRA, kidnappers, Nonoso, ANAMBRA, Nonoso, Niori, Nonoso, Onabona, Mwele, Nyakanchi, Wonegusina, Willie is working.
Nightlife in the state that had been non-existent for decades has bounced back in full with a rush of nightclubs. Prestigious lounges and open bars with live bands have tremendously enriched the social mosaic.
What we are witnessing today is something we never envisaged would happen in Anambra as a state. You know, unlike in the past, Anambra, you can't talk about social life. What do you mean by social life? 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, men are, back to their base, back to their homes, sleeping off themselves and stuff like that. But I must be sincere. Since Governor Willie Obiano came into power, just within a year, things turned for good.
Nightlife. Everybody's just, I don't know what. It's crazy, kind of, but security-wise, I can say we're enjoying the whole thing. At least it shows everybody is kind of comfortable in this state for once. You don't get to hear I was robbed on the expressway or my phone was snatched. Stories like that are very difficult for you to come by these days. So it's really cool. I really commend Governor Willie Obiano.
Even in the wee hours of the morning, the security smart cars can be seen on standby, ever alert.
We also have a unit of the police. You see their car branded, Nigerian Police nightclub operations, and they will be dedicated to just operating, from one nightclub to the other, ensuring that people have some comfort, and you see those vehicles parked in strategic places.
The residents are fast adjusting to a nearly 24-hour lifestyle with fancy bars, fast food restaurants, and a fast-evolving youth culture. And just recently, the art scene added to the imagined tapestry when the Orca Literary Society held its first open mic show, which was the first open mic show east of the Niger. It also signaled the beginning of urban pop culture in the region. The open mic show came on the heels of a literary evening with Professor Oke Ndibe that rekindled with nostalgia the literary prowess of the talents produced by Anambra State. Then followed Nigeria's first poetry festival, which was held in honor of Christopher Okibo, one of the most renowned poets out of Africa, who is from Anambra State. The poets gathered to walk on the same footpath that Okibo walked to Idoto and relive his childhood experience in his honor and memory. It is also on record that this administration in 2014 organized its first heritage festival with pomp and pageantry. All communities paraded their cultural heritage and masquerades. Thereafter, the state organized a music jamboree, Jam Blast, that showcased Anambra's finest music talents and comedians. The recent Easter celebration generated a beehive of activities all around the state, with colorful traditional weddings and white marriages in almost every community in the state. The social circuit came alive as residents moved freely across the state at whatever time of day and night without any fear of unpleasantness.
And I'm happy to hear from so many areas that people enjoy their Easter like they enjoy their Christmas. So I'm happy that people are, nightlife is coming, things are bubbling, you know, and the streets are being lit.
As a traditional ruler, it pains us to see traditional wedding and all those things done in urban cities. But now people are coming home. And we are performing those duties which are our primary function and getting the kola nuts. You know, before I don't have to go to Abuja to marry an integer girl to a husband. You know, now they are doing it at home, and people are sleeping with their two eyes closed. You know, people are having their gates open, and Anambra is working.
Corporate bodies were not left out in providing entertainment to the Anambra. The Cream de la Cream were hosted to a first-of-its-kind black and white ball in one of the prestigious hotels in Oka. Opening the event, the Deputy Governor, Dr. Nkem Okeke, representing Governor Willie Obiano, reiterated the administration's resolve to provide a safe, enabling environment for tourism to thrive. He further urged Anambra to support the policies and developmental efforts of the government by investing in the state.
I think the governor has made Anambra safe enough for all of us. I think we can consider Anambra the safest state in the country. People go on, I cannot do all the time. I think that's the first thing you must do. You must provide security of life and property before you can ask investors to come to your state and invest.
On 28th of March 2016, Anambra witnessed an afternoon of glees and glamour at the maiden edition of the Anambra Easter Fiesta, organized by the Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS. The show also presented a platform for upcoming artists and songwriters from Anambra to showcase their talents to a sharing audience.
Interest and political gimmickry from other versatile tribes indicate that maybe, just maybe, the political terrain in Bemunda is about to change.
The headline performance was a 45-minute play, A Time in the Zoo. The play, which comprised approximately a 70-man cast and crew, was a masterpiece and was the first of its kind since the creation of the state.
This will never say so. This guy say, okay, all of them say, no, go chop this food, sharp.
The rural areas of the state were not left out as they witnessed a large influx of her people from outside coming home, knowing that their lives and property were now safe and secure. From community to community, various ceremonies were held. Offalas and other age-old customary festivals were also held. The Uzi festival held in Umoji, Idemili North local government area, stood out among most festivals that took place last Easter. The mammoth crowd that turned out to witness the festival was overwhelming and the biggest the residents of the community can remember. The festival is held to herald the commencement of the planting season. Each community and organization presents magnificent masquerades, dancing to the delight of the people. Traditional institutions, youth groups, and other societies paraded their colors. Even the children had their time to entertain the crowd with creative dancing. In Amobia town, Oka South local government area, a similar festival, the Eziop Aligwe festival, also took place during the Easter period. This colorful one-week-long ceremony signifies the end of the farmer's rest and the beginning of the planting season. The ANAMBRA from all walks of life cashed in on the peaceful atmosphere to watch as the various groups from all the member communities took turns in dancing to the cultural base from their ancestors. The night of April 16, 2017 was like no other night. Although it was Easter Sunday, when the people celebrated the resurrection of Christ, the ANAMBRA converged at the Ekweme Square, Oka, the state capital, in the spirit of Easter to celebrate another kind of resurrection, the resurrection concert of the pop stars of the 1970s. One thing is for sure. Governor Willie Obiano has created a new social order for the ANAMBRA. The success recorded in the area of security is evident in the increased tempo of economic and social activities in the state. The ANAMBRA and visitors alike now move around the state without fear of molestation or hindrance. ANAMBRA's numerous illustrious sons and daughters who were hitherto driven away by the fear of kidnappers and armed robbers now feel free to visit home to breathe the new air of freedom.
I encourage the ANAMBRA and non-indigenous to come and do business in Anambra State. Anambra today remains the safest state in Nigeria. You know, there's no saying that fact. The safest state in Nigeria. Come for weekends in Anambra. We have beautiful hotels springing up all over the place. Good food, good fish.
They are all happy with the new Anambra state that Governor Willie Obiano's focused and purposeful leadership has created. And to Obiano's many admirers and followers, this is a promise fulfilled.
With all our hearts, we pray and ask, God bless Anambra, God bless the shining light that we bear. We're the only ones to make her brighter, the only ones to make her better, the only ones to make Anambra shine.